What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours.
Hello and welcome. My name is Arianna. I am the CEO of Story Tapestries. And tonight with me is one of my all-time favorite musicians, someone I had the honor of meeting a couple years ago, Lynn Veronneau. She is such a phenomenal musician. Welcome, welcome. We are excited not only to connect with you tonight, but also to get ourselves ready for October the 22nd, our incredible event, Elevate Voices Celebrate Community, where you will be performing. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got into music in the first place? Like, what drove you to be a musician?
Well, I'm so happy to be here, Arianna, and I'm really, really happy also to be, highlighting Story Tapestries and the wonderful work that you do in the community. I got started, I think, as a little kid. I was just a kid that you would pop up on the table and ask to sing a song. Even before I could speak English, I would sing songs that are on the radio, just, mouthing the sounds and stuff like that. So music has always been part of my emotional life and expression. And it's only though as an adult that I actually started studying music. I started studying voice, and opera was my first thing because back then that's the only thing that they would only teach classical voice. And just a few years later, I was like, I think I would like to try a little bit of jazz. I think I'd like to do a little bit of blues and stuff like that. And just gradually evolved, and it keeps evolving. I don't think it stops ever, really.
What's sort of one of your favorite moments that you could highlight for us as a musician?
Wow,
Well, there
wow,
are
wow.
many, right? So you have to pick like one or two.
One of the rooms that I was really, my breath was taken away was to do the large hall at Strathmore Music Center in Bethesda. So just to be in that room with I had a ton of musicians with me on stage. And it was just extraordinary to be able to put together a really large production with an institution that was devoted to make your dream a reality. And so that was just fabulous. On a much smaller scale is to have an experience with an audience member or a few members that are just really touched and really moved by what they felt during the performance. Just yesterday, we were performing in a library, which has been just incredible to be able to bring music, to every little corner. And after the show, this young girl came up to me and she had drawn every member of the band, in colors and the jewelry and, whatever we were wearing and the instruments and stuff like that during an hour performance. And she was she didn't say a single word. She just kind of looked down and handed me that picture.
No, I think it's incredible. And I feel like is your biggest impact when you go into community performances versus ticketed shows versus Blues Alley? I mean, I've had the honor of working with you now and seeing you and witnessing you in schools, virtually, in person. I mean, I've heard, Carmen Henninger over in PG County in the immersion school, be like, that was that was incredible. That was amazing. She just lit up the room. So what do you feel like is sort of the most important moment in terms of your community engagement? One of.
Oh, well, it's exactly that, and you know what it feels like. If she said, "I lit up the room," it's because I felt that light. Amongst the community, amongst the group there, I just felt like we're having a moment here. We're just communicating. We're just talking on a different level when the audience is no matter what age. I like to have people singing along, clapping along, and even if it's not in English, even if it's not in French, if it's not a language that they know, we kind of take little chunks out. I always invite people also to get up and dance if we're doing some samba. And I mean, why not? Why not experience the joy together of the music? That's
Honestly, you just led right into this sort of one of the, in my opinion, Story Tapestries is really about bringing the arts to the community. and partnering with artists within the community. Why should children or adults, whether they're, 2 years old all the way on up to seniors, why should they learn music? Why should they listen to music?
Singing is the easiest thing, right? It's your voice, it's your body, it's way available, and you can use your own words. You can create this vehicle for you to express ideas and emotions, and I mean, it's that simple. And listening to music, it's a little bit like reading stories. It's the short format, and it can evoke so much. You can convey so much. So it's a little jazz swing. So if you want to just snap along, what a difference a day makes. 24 little hours, got the sun and the flowers, where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear, but now I'm part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear, since you said you were mine. What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me, skies above can't be stormy. Since the moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Un jour de différence dans toute une existence. Ça n'a pas d'importance, semble-t-il, et pourtant la vie vous semble grise, mais 24 heures suffisent pour qu'on la trouve exquise. Que faut-il simplement?
Oh,